So now let me ask you this. Coming up in church, when you started getting into, and I hate this word, secular music, you know what I'm saying? Did that become a thing? Like, was there any pushback with that?
Not necessarily. Maybe a little bit, depending on the type of song I would be singing.
My neck, my
Per
back.
se. Right.
That worldly music.
Because, honestly, in all genres, things can be racy. Question your character, like, you know what that mean? You know, you get a lot of that. They turn their noses up to that. But it was just in the delivery for me, because my parents brought me up, and my grandparents, they brought me up on what people would consider to be racy gospel, like BB and CC.
Oh, okay.
You know, they ain't say Jesus. You know, They, what they talking about? You know, so it was those type of things. Andre Crouch, who was one of the first to pioneer and push the envelope in gospel, bringing that edge.
Absolutely.
You know, so those type of artists, that's what I came up on. So
I'm not
it was
gonna.
okay.
It was a good minute before I thought that BB and CC were brother and sister.
It was.
Y'all don't be wanting to say that, but
Yeah.
we everybody thought that BB and CC went together.
Everybody, it could be
I
questioned.
want to be close to you. Close to who?
Yeah.
Y'all looking at each other's eyes
I'm
and
lost
stuff.
with
Y'all looking too deep.
Yeah.
I really
Who you lost with?
Yeah.
And
Y'all
those are
talking
the
about
things where I
BB and
say,
Jesus.
y'all talking about each other.
Yeah.
And that just points back to them saying, you know, they didn't ever say who they was talking
Right,
to.
right.
You know, there wasn't no Jesus there. Wasn't no who they talking about.
Oh, they definitely
So,
took baths together.
They definitely.
Sure. Absolutely.
It could be questioned.
Absolutely.
It definitely could be
Absolutely.
questioned.
Y'all
But no, I
y'all-
didn't get a lot of pushback. I've always been very vocal though about what I wanted to do and sure. So if it was something that I wanted to sing about or if I wanted to do, I did it. And as a child, I'm gonna take that whooping.
I got you.
Like I'm gonna take that punishment.
that.
If I feel like it was gonna be something that pushed the envelope or you know somebody wasn't gonna be happy about it, it's okay because all y'all made y'all's decisions to get to where you are in life. And I just want the same opportunity to do the same. You know, pray for me,
Absolutely.
keep me
Yeah.
covered,
Right.
and you know, be in my ear. You know, just don't abandon me, and then I'm gonna be all right. You know, that's how I felt as a child.
I got you.
And at that young impressionable age, I guess you could say.
Okay. How old were you when you first started gigging professionally?
I would have to say, we were 15 when we was collecting checks.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, because and let me be very clear. My gig life, it started in church. So I consider that to be
I got you.
my gig. You know, when I started gigging,
I got you.
it was the foundation. I learned everything there. I learned what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do, right there in the church. And I was gigging. One, I was treating them like gigs. You know,
Okay.
it had gotten away from being ministry.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I had to stop doing it, honestly, because there was no spiritual effect on me anymore. Like, I was no longer witnessing to people. I was in there to get the money. It was about business. And I realized, okay, if you want to be doing business, then you can't be pimping God people like that. And you can't be in cahoots with people who want to pimp God like that.
In church, do you think you could do both?
I do think you can do both, but I wasn't at a point in life to be able to balance that out.
Got you.
For myself. One, it wasn't, I wasn't the front runner. I wasn't making the decisions. So the best thing for me to do in the situation I felt was to create a lane for me. And for me, the best way to swim is to just jump in.
Got you.
And so that's how I got into secular
I hate
music
that
or
word, man.
got into doing R&B and doing the club gigs was because I was like, okay, let me figure this out and really do it for myself and build a better foundation to do what I loved, because I was singing in church continuously, not ministering anymore because of my love of music, period. I had got so far outside of the ministering part that I needed to find an outlet and a venue to where I was not jeopardizing my salvation.
Got you.
And because that's what I was doing, honestly. And I'm not speaking for nobody else in the situation.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
just for me, it was just like, I just come in here to sing You know, it's cute, it's glitzy, it's glam. Everybody thinking, you know, they're thinking it's one thing and it's really not. And I just didn't want to have that spotlight anymore. Because I feel like it was a negative light because I didn't like the person that I had become and was becoming, honestly.